This is the 13th campaign that I have worked with the Fund for the Arts. Now, I'm born and reared here in this community. I grew up out near Newburgh, graduated from Thomas Jefferson High School, as a matter of fact. And I started out in management with Wendy's. That's right, I ran all the Wendy's in southern Indiana and in the Kentucky market, but landed first in fundraising 25 years ago with Metro United Way as a volunteer. I had no idea that this would become my calling. But for the last 13 years, my calling has been to ask folks to support the arts. So here we are, and I've taken on different responsibilities since I've been here. I've served as the workplace campaign director here at the Fund, and then I managed the entire business campaign 1 year. I've provided the leadership for the individual campaign, and then 1 year we had it set up to where I was providing the leadership for all three of those areas. Well, there have been some changes recently here at the Fund for the Arts in our leadership. But something that has not changed at the Fund for the Arts is our legacy and our mission. You know, 62 years ago, Mayor Charles Farnsley founded the Fund for the Arts as a fundraising umbrella organization to support the arts. And his dream was that would focus on economic development, education, and a better life for all of our citizens. And today, if you check with the Fund for the Arts, you'll find that our mission is just the same. And we're going to be vigilant about protecting that. Well, just recently, also, you may have heard in the news that the Fund for the Arts was able to come together and collaborate, our board of directors with the board of directors at the Louisville Ballet, where we were able to purchase the ballet building through Fund for the Arts properties. And that enables the ballet then to go forward with its plan for its next season, which is very exciting. Now, the hope is that the ballet in a couple of years or in due time will purchase that building back. We are in the throes of our public campaign where we're visiting with more than 185 companies and talking with their employees. And at the end of the campaign, it is our hope that we'll have 25,000 folks again this year who are giving either through payroll deduction or sending checks and so forth into the fund. We have already brought in $4.5 million from 14,000 people, and that's very exciting. As compared to last year, we had about 10,000 of our gifts in at this time. Are we that far ahead of the game? Well, actually, we have more gifts in because we had Humana and Brown-Forman and Hilliard Lyons and U.S. Bank, for example, have already turned in their pledges from their employees. And we're getting ready to kick off our campaign with all of the Metro Louisville employees. So the next time you see them, make sure you thank them because they love the arts. In addition to the fundraising component here at the Fund, what I've really enjoyed about this opportunity is developing new initiatives. For example, 7 years ago, this coming September, we launched a leadership development program here at the Fund called NEXT. And NEXT is the most prestigious leadership development program in the area for young professionals. To date, we have 147 graduates of that program. And the dream was that folks would come through a 2-year program learning about economic development, education, and quality of life, and how the arts and cultural attractions can have an impact on that in their community. Boards of directors are the lifeline of any nonprofit organization. I mean, everyone, I believe, understands that, and we are very fortunate in our community to have the business folks and folks throughout the community from all walks of life who are wanting and interested in serving on our boards. And we at the Fund for the Arts, we are so fortunate. We have one of the most engaged boards that I am familiar with here in our community. They have really stepped up to the plate during this time of transformation, and they've divided into committees and have taken their roles very seriously. We have the search committee, which is in place. We also have a strategic planning and revisioning committee that's in place. And another group that I'm very excited about on our board is our education initiative. Sam Corbett, who most folks here in this area know, he is providing the leadership on our board for an Every Child Education Initiative, whereby our dream is that every child Kindergarten through 12th grade will have an arts experience every year of their formal education, and that's huge. And just this last year, we were able to bring together enough funding to offer to all of the elementary schools in Jefferson County Public Schools for every child, grade 1 through 5, to have a live arts performance either on a field trip or in the classroom in their first 5 years. And we are so pleased to announce that thanks to the leadership of our board, we were able to have 33,500 students from 58 schools attending and participating in 274 different projects. That's amazing. And then you say, well, what about the middle schools and high schools? Well, that's our Teacher Arts Grant program. Thanks to PNC and their funding and leadership, we have the Fund for the Arts PNC Teacher Arts Grant program that is in middle and high schools providing these live arts experiences. And in the last 6 months, 12,500 students have participated in these programs. You know, I get asked all the time from folks, why do people give to the Fund for the Arts? How is it that you all get 25,000 people to say yes? And I get to hear the answer to that every day, 10 and 12 times a day. My experience has shown me that people want to be part of something that is bigger than they are. And when you give to the Fund for the Arts, you realize whether it's $5 a week, $1 a week, $10 a week, that you are helping this entire community. But by giving to the fund, you know that there's a volunteer core group of folks that are evaluating the needs in the community. They're looking at the opera, the orchestra, the ballet, actors theater, the children's programs, the Walden Theater, the Kentucky Museum of Art and Craft, Louisville Visual Art Association, and all of the groups that we support, in addition to our partnerships with all the school systems. And not just in Louisville. The monies that the Fund for the Arts raises, it stays in this region, and it reaches over into southern Indiana as well. And folks know that their buck a week can reach all across this region and make a vast difference. So it's not about just them, it's about a bigger picture.